Hello everyone, it's been a while since we've taken a nice juicy trade here on YouTube. All of the trades that we've been taking have been posted in the Discord channel, not on YouTube. And of course guys, if you're not part of my free Discord channel, then go down into the description of this video and join it right now, because this is exactly where we are posting all of our trades with all the detailed explanations, targets, take profits, stop losses, etc. And the trade results of our members are absolutely astonishing. The percentages are absolutely crazy. So well, of course not every trade is a profit, but overall we're doing absolutely fantastic. So if you want to join us, then there is a link down in the description of this video. All you need to do is go and join this VIP signals section, which there is a very simple instruction of how to do it. Follow it step by step. Once again, it's absolutely free, so I'm going to ask you for a payment, and then join it and just enjoy this incredible community of 30,000 active traders. So join us right now. And today I'm seeing a bigger trade opportunity in Bitcoin, and which I'm going to be showing you exactly how to execute and how it all works and what's the sentiment and the whole idea. We're going to show it to you in just a second. However, first we have to talk about what's surrounding this whole situation. And number one is this Genesis and DCG situation is still getting worse by day, so something that I have to keep you guys updated about. So let's quickly go through this stuff, and if you appreciate these updates, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, also hit that notification bell so that you're always notified when these uploads actually come out, because you have to watch them as soon as they come out and from the beginning and until the end if you want to get anything out of them. And certainly if you enjoyed this, once again, call me Mr. Spot On down in the comments. Would be very much appreciated for the algorithms as well as for me, that I wake up and this is the first thing I do every morning for you guys. So Genesis owner DCG is suspending dividend payouts, and DCG made a decision to suspend its quarterly dividend distribution until further notice. So, and you know, as they're saying here, that Genesis has laid off 30% of its workers, and it has a $3 billion worth of creditors, etc. But the financial stress is likely exists throughout the whole DCG. In recent weeks and months, the firm has shut down its wealth management subsidiary. We spoke about this, HQ Digital, and continued interest-bearing accounts as its crypto wallet subsidiary Lumo. So anyway, this is all just getting into complicated stuff. Anyway, what we really want to understand here is that DCG suspending dividend payouts for the investors. So this is pretty bad, and at every single day they're scrambling for money right now, and nobody's wants to give them money except for maybe Justin Sun, who just wants to buy out Grayscale maybe. So anyway, I'm gonna keep you guys updated about this, so subscribe. This is still, I mean, we still don't know how this is gonna end and how this is gonna play out. So this could certainly be a big black swan event or catalyst event. Well, you cannot really call it black swan because so many people expect this to go under, but nonetheless, it's all gonna depend whether they're gonna be actually dumping their assets. Next thing, before we move to the chart, I'm gonna show you my brand new trade setups. Here is what we need to see. So let's consult the on-chain data, because just now with DCG we took a look at some fundamentals, which is most important right now, I think, in the nearest future. And now when it comes to on-chain data, we have to take a look at the Bitcoin price suppression, and this is basically from whales and, you know, from institutionals. So how does the institutional investors net short exposure correlates with the price of Bitcoin on spot Bitcoin? So basically when it's red right here, that it means that there is big short suppression from institutionals, but right now they're actually laying off of their shorts. So this is quite nice, and we've already seen that the net amount of shorts on Bitfinex has gone down tremendously, which is quite bullish, and that's why, you know, this actually is going to feed the narrative of our upcoming trade. But before you get too excited, what you have to do is scroll down a little bit and take a look at some stuff here. And you know what isn't, you know, and some people are getting fooled by this right now. So, and you know who is not getting fooled? And that's the traders on CME Bitcoin's options market. So options traders are not convinced. And let me explain what this means. So with 5 puts for every 2 calls, the end of the year has been the largest number of puts over the CME. So basically we have a lot more puts than we have calls. And as of now, it is also pretty clear that $10,000 is the line in the sand. There are plenty of puts around $15,000 and a big stack of puts at $10,000. So this is basically all the puts versus all the calls. So basically we have, look at the amount of puts. I mean, it has grown from the last time we've spoken about this at $10,000. So many people, options traders, are betting on Bitcoin going down to $10,000. And look at the calls. The calls are actually quite empty. I mean, they still haven't shifted their sentiment, and nothing has actually changed when it comes to the options market. Does it mean that they're actually correct? Not necessarily. This could just fuel another amount of cascading liquidations of short traders. However, what we have to look at and what we have to understand is the probabilities and what other people are looking at. So before we move to the chart, I want to remind you of this interesting pattern, which is actually called the BART pattern. So when the price just moves along, then pumps, then has a side move in a very thin consolidation, and then drops to the same level. So this is basically the BART pattern, which is quite funny, but oftentimes we've seen this play out so many times before in this bear market. And guys and girls, let's move on to the chart right now. I'm going to show you exactly my trade setup, and if you're interested where I'm going to be taking the trade, it's going to be either on Bybit or on BitGet. If you're interested in joining Bybit, which is a very secure exchange, then if you use my link down in the description of this video, you can claim up to $30,000 in initial deposit bonuses, and all the bonuses and all the requirements are here. So use my link down below. And also with BitGet, you can claim up to 10% cash back on your trading fees. So even if you're a break-even trader, you'll still make money at the end of the day. And also, if you deposit, you can claim up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses. And if you deposit more than $500, you can claim my famous crypto course for absolutely free, a paid one. Okay, so let's move on to the trade setup. So right now, just quickly on a bigger scheme of things, we actually broke through a lot of the resistances right here. And right now, our main resistance, the next target, basically is 22,500, and our main support as of right now is 20,300. So we're basically just jiggling along in this vicinity, right in the middle of this whole, flag formation that we have, this wedge that is actually historically very important. So we're in the middle of it right now. But what we are interested in primarily is 15-minute chart. So let's go to a smaller chart, and you're gonna see a potential BART chart for me, this thing right here. So we have big explosion, then consolidation, and then potentially a break downward to create this BART kind of a pattern, which is quite funny. But actually, guys, in all seriousness, if you remember, we had this so many times in smaller time frames, especially in some of these peaks. We actually had all the same kind of BART patterns quite a few times. If you remember, comment down below if you remember. So what this brings me to the actual price targets, the actual setup, and that's why you want to, in your charts, you can go to a 15-minute time frame, and you're gonna see you can actually mark it, because I have two types of channels here. One is more of a wedge with distinct support and resistance, so this is this solid line, and also I use the dotted line just to remind myself of the extremes of this channel. So also this is something that proper TA has to be very spot on, and there are, if you are going to be using it ever so slightly improperly, then you can actually keep losing money instead of making money. So if you want to learn all of these things properly, then go to thomaskrallo.com and become one of my students today. It's going to save you years of time as well as thousands of dollars that you could otherwise potentially lose in the market. So anyway, right now what I'm thinking is that this volatility is just narrowing down. So if we're going to see a close below right here with some volume, so basically just like potentially this one right here, then we could actually entertain an opportunity of taking a short trade. But you have to actually, the reason why I have a dotted line right here, you have to mind it, because this was, it's also very relevant right now, because it actually has two confirmations as well. So therefore, if you take a short trade from here, your initial target could be something as close as 20,900, but certainly the main target, let's just quickly take a look at it. Let me just change it back to the line. And the main target, if this breaks down, could be around, I think more reasonably, could be this blue. It used to be our resistance. We spoke about it as a resistance, but right now it could turn into a support. So your main take profit could be around $20,300. And certainly, the official target could be about like around 20K. So, but this could be a bit on a risky side, considering that we already saw big support from this blue line right here. So just in case, just proper TA, I'm just showing you my proper TA. And of course, so first take profit, second take profit, and then you can let it run if you want. This would be just a perfect setup in my personal humble opinion. But certainly, guys and girls, us being traders, and right now we're seeing a pump, who knows, maybe we're gonna see some extra, liquidations of short traders. Therefore, we cannot ignore the possibility of a break to the upside. So, and this is the beauty of proper TA. If it breaks to the downside, you can actually short it. If it breaks to the upside with some volume and it closes and confirms the breakout, then you can actually do the same thing in the opposite direction. So this is the beauty of active trading. This is, you can actually be making money regardless if it's a bear market, bull market, whatever. You're just a technical trader and who actually pays attention to fundamentals, macro events, etc. So therefore, if it breaks out right here, and then our first take profit could be around this area, just because of, again, this very important resistance coming in, because these are the two lines that I was quite torn between. So therefore, the first take profit could be around 21,500, because I think the 21,500 is a very important level, so that if it gets rejected from 21,500 and just goes down, you would still be in small profit or zero loss. And that's the beauty of active trading and proper risk and money management. And then the second take profit could be around $22,000, and the third one could be around 22,500, which would very nicely coincide with this very important resistance that is coming in from the daily chart, this yellow dotted line. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And certainly I'll be taking the trades either on Bybit or BitGet. All the bonuses down in the description of this video. Check out this quick tutorial on Bybit so you know how to use proper risk and money management and proper TA. And as always, peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.